What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're taking a look at Dying Light the Beast here running on the Steam Deck, and huge shout out to Techland for providing a code to check this out. Also, there's a link in the description if you're interested in the game. And I will say, just off the bat, my first couple hours with this game, I am enjoying it a bit more than the beginning of Dying Light 2. Being a big fan of Dying Light 1, I think I'm going to enjoy my time with this one more. And it does appear that performance, for the most part, on the handhelds, even the Steam Deck, is pretty playable on the go, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that. And even on these lower settings, it still looks good compared to a lot of games we've seen with lower settings recently. This is a Steam Deck verified game, not that that always means a lot, but it is, and it does run playable here. And at full screen, 800p, no VSync on, connected to my capture card. FSR on quality, we can use balanced or performance, which we are going to change to. There's also XeSS. There's in-game frame gen, but I had issues with that, so I didn't really get into it. We could always use lossless or Decky frame gen with FSR4 or something like that if we wanted to get into frame gen with this game. But it is a fairly low base FPS. Now, for the most part, I'm low with medium particles and medium on our textures, screen space, shadows left on. And while there's a little bit of room to still take this down a little bit, I thought the game still looked pretty good in performance. For the most part, stayed above 30 FPS and felt good enough to me. Again, you could use some frame gen stuff or lossless, but that is going to hit performance a little bit, and then you might notice some more of the input latency and stuff, but it's really up to you what you want to do there. Now, if we go to FSR performance, we can gain about 8 FPS over what we were getting with the quality, and if we go to balanced, we'll come in between that, 34, 35 FPS, which is what I opted to do for a lot of my gameplay here on the Steam Deck. Now, we also have XeSS available, so if you want to get into that with balanced performance or otherwise, you can get some pretty good image quality also, and get about the same FPS or so that you'll gain over with FSR. So you can use your preference there. I pretty much stuck with FSR at balanced for my gameplay and just my time testing this with these lower kind of settings, medium textures, leaving those screen space shadows on. And I think for the most part, considering how a lot of newer games look with lower settings, this game actually still maintains a decent image quality, especially on a smaller screen of the Steam Deck. I'm playing this on the OLED Steam Deck, so I was pretty happy with it. And these settings kept performance for the most part 30 or above. There's times it goes under, but frame time stays smooth. I didn't ever run into a lot of stutters or issues, which was nice. And that always helps when your frame pacing is fairly evened out. So there's definitely some decent optimization here. And over on some of the other handhelds, it's actually running quite well at 40, 50, 60 FPS as well. So like I said, this title's running pretty decent on the handhelds. You can't really crank everything up too much, but I didn't expect you would really be able to. But I don't think we're going to have any real problems with that. So adjust things accordingly to how you want to run it. Get into some Decky frame gen with FSR4 or lossless, or if they fix the in-game frame gen, or if I get that working, that might work as well. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with some gameplay here that you can check out and see how it's running with these settings in a couple of different areas. As always, thanks a lot for coming and check out the video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.
What the hell happened here? Olivia. I'm at the town hall. I killed another Chimera.
A Chimera? There?
Yeah. It stormed right into the hub.
What's the situation now?
A few dead. Most of them the Baron's men.
What were they doing there?
No idea.
All right. Time to extract the GSP and get my blood sample.
Okay.
You want to inject it while it's fresh. Are you sure you still want to do this? We can always take it slow and see how fast you recover without it.
No, fuck that. If this is what I need to do to take that bastard down, so be it.